Ba-ba-bum. Bim ba da da bum ba dum ba. Ba ba bum ba ba bum ba ba dum bum. Oh, it feels good. Feels good to be back again. Hello, travelers of the internet. Welcome back to Guardian Studios, or if you are new to the channel, hey there and welcome to you. My name is JGuard, and I am your host, your guide, and your humble bard into the worlds virtual and fantastical. And I am very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel and the world of Gyros, or in the case of newcomers, welcome you fresh into the world of Gyros with a Guardian Studios experience. Tonight, my friends, we are diving back into Gyros for one particular project that I have come to realize I was doing very, very wrong. How, you may ask? Well, while I get my chat properly set up so that I can see what everyone is saying on my device, I will explain. During the last couple of sessions, I have been trying to build a skeleton grinder. We technically have a fully operational skeleton grinder. However, I have come to realize there are some flaws in my design. Number one, the skeletons are staying in range of the spawner for too long. Number two, up here, they are still in range, technically, of this spawner. Bedrock Edition mob spawner rules are weird. By the way, Leo, thank you for posting the rules, my friend, and it's good to see you. I'm glad you can make it to the stream. Hope you're having a good day, or night, depending on which one it is for you. For everybody in America, I know this is a kind of a late stream. I hope you guys enjoy it regardless. So, what we're going to be doing tonight is trying to change up the design of the machine. Well, not really machine, but the workings of this mob grinder. I'm doing pretty good, Leo. Thank you for asking. Hey there, Ellison. Glad you could make it, my friend. Glad you can make it. Hope you are doing well today. Just I hope for everybody watching the channel, both live and otherwise. Hope everybody is doing good. Hope everybody is ready for the shenanigans that are sure to come, because, as you may guess, there's usually some kind of shenanigans on this channel. Not always intentional, but there's always some kind of chaos going down. If not in the chat, then on the stream. If not on the stream, then in the chat. The Ellison Chucky. Oh, man. Oh, that was good, Leo. That's a good one. Okay. I gotta give you full marks for that. That was pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, look at that. Give me that thing. So, yeah, I have come to the realization that this whole thing is set up, well, for lack of a better way to say it, wrong. This is a perfect spot for me to stand to keep this thing working, but this is a horrible spot for the skeletons to be standing if I want this thing to be fully operational, and properly so. So, we've got to move it. We've got to move the kill chamber And we've got to move the storage. We need to move them further away from everything else. I'm gonna move them further away from the spawner so that everything will be able to work optimally. I don't much like that we have to do that, but I have no choice. If I don't move it, this stuff ain't gonna work the way we need it to. Yep, there's Allison going at it again. Going at it with the chicken jockey! It gets so tiring, and yet clearly it ain't going anywhere. Uh-oh. Do we have skeletons caught in the... Yes, we do. Oh, there it goes. Alright, so yeah. I did a little research and realized I built this stuff too close to the spawner itself. In Java Edition, what we did here would work just fine. In Java Edition, what we've done here would work absolutely fine. No problems whatsoever. Everything would work out exactly as intended. Unfortunately, in Bedrock Edition, where in Java, you have to make sure that the mobs spawned by the spawner go outside of a 9x9x9 cube, basically, in order to spawn in more of the mobs. In Bedrock Edition, it's a 16x10x16 radius, running off of one corner of the spawner. So basically, we need to carry the mobs further away from the spawner on Bedrock Edition. Now, I don't know if that changed in recent updates for Bedrock Edition or not. I'm going to assume that it hasn't, because it has been seeming like the spawn rates of the spawner are super low, which is very frustrating. So we're going to set up everything as if those rules were adamant and still the way the game works. We're going to close up everything that we have done so far. We are going to change the spawning chamber and the kill chamber so that we have a far more efficient design. Hopefully. Oh, there goes Ellison, phasing through the ground again. Oh, boy. You just love to do that, don't you, Ellison? You love to use that power. In terms of Minecraft, you're basically going into spectator mode. Which, actually, thinking about it, is quite appropriate for the fact this is Minecraft that we're doing, and you are a spectator of the gameplay that I am doing. Funny what comes to mind when you stop and actually think these things through. I hadn't considered. You're just going into spectator mode. I like that. I mean, you call it what it is visually, instead of what it is in the technical terms, but that's basically what you're doing. It's basically what you've been doing this whole time. Oh, that's right. There has to not be water on top of those in order for me to go down. remove that. Put a torch there. Put a torch there. I want to help make sure that we don't have anything spawning where we don't want it to. I mean, I should probably leave the water for the moment so that we can have that stuff all go where the water is going. There we go. Grab this stuff. So what I want to do is drop this, kill this spawn chamber floor much lower than it is already, so that we can actually guarantee that stuff is going to get out of spawn range quickly. What's that, Ellison? You say guess what? I ask what? Even though I have a suspicion what you're about to say. I do indeed have a suspicion what you were about to say. Do I know for sure if I am correct? No. But I still have a guess. I have a hunch. Will I find my hunch proven correct, I wonder? We shall see. We shall see. Alright. Cool. Yep, there it is. Chicken jockey. Again. Alright, so. Assuming that this runs on a 16 by 10 by 16 radius shape here, we need to very much change up the shape of all of this. So I'm going to put some scaffolding here, so I have an easier time going up and down for the moment. Block that off. We need to count out the distance from the spawner to know how far we have to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assume the spawner doesn't count in the radius, and that the radius must be 16. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Meaning this is the outer limit of the spawner range. Thank you, Ellison, for the compliment. You are an awesome viewer. Just for the record. Let the record state that all of you who've been showing my channel support, Ellison included, as is Leo and so many others, I can't begin to name them all, you are all awesome. To everyone who has subscribed and who is consistently watching the stuff, you guys are incredibly awesome. Please don't ever doubt that. So One thing I want to double check. One piece of information I need to double check real quick. Let me... How close do I have to be to a mob spawner to activate it? Mob spawners activate when within 16 blocks from the player. Okay. So that for certain is a set fact. We must be within that range. Mobs will spawn within this 9x9x9 cube. However, we need to get them out of range of the spawn. We need to get them out of the spawn distance of the spawner. That's going to be a little bit more difficult. Let me double check my intel. What is the range of a mob spawner? Within 6 minutes. Now, of course, I go to look at this one thing that's supposed to have all the information. And where are you? Mobs. Okay, if six or more mobs of the monster spawner's type have their hitbox intersecting a 9x9x9 volume centered on the monster spawner block in Java Edition, or a 16x10x16 volume centered on the lower northwest corner of the monster spawner block in Bedrock Edition, monster spawn poofs without creating any mobs and then waits for the next cycle. Okay, so that is exactly what I thought. Very funny, Ellison. Still doing that. Okay. I mean, if you want to keep doing that, you can keep doing that. Alright, so, yeah. My intel is correct. Basically, we need to get the mobs to go down several more blocks. And then bring them over as rapidly as we can. So that we can get them to go up and drop into a kill chamber. And I think we're going to put the kill chamber over here. Why are we going to put it over here, you may ask? Because this is the best place to put it. Alright, I want to get some stuff out of my inventory because I'm sure it's getting full. Yes, it is. Okay. This is going to be interesting. If I can make this work, this will be a very powerful spawner. If I can't, then, well, it'll just be annoying. 5 blocks apart. 5 blocks apart. No, that's 4 blocks. Whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna put the kill chamber right here. Torch up here. I need to go get those signs. Need the signs. Read the signs. Read the signs and be mindful of them. For the record, I'm not quoting anything, I'm just saying stuff. Because why not? When you're in a certain kind of a mood, as I am, random things pop into your mind to be said. And so I am saying them. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, so this block here would be centered on the spawner. 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be where the corner of the spawner hunting chamber would be. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This? Yes. Excellent. What's up, Ellison? You about to say chicken jockey again? Okay, so if the radius is 10, I want to go down at least 5. I'm going to go down, I think I'm going to go down 7 blocks from that. So, of the 9x9x9 cube. Oh. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. I would just, you have a pet bird, right? I would keep the little birdie well away from wherever those cats might be able to get access to, because if they're wild cats, they are potentially not going to tell the difference between birdie, pet birdie, and their dinner. Just being practical here, just giving some friendly advice. Listen, ignore, it is up to you. Right, so we are down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from center. I want to go down 7 from center. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm sorry. If I'd have known that, I wouldn't have brought it up. I apologize. Yeah, I didn't know. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought that up. Sorry. I just remembered you saying before that you had a pet bird, so... may actually want to take this one more block down. In fact, I do. I want to make sure it's... I want to make sure that the hitboxes of the skeletons will get out of range of the spawner as quickly as possible. I see, I see. Now, I really hope this design works. If it does, great. If not... Okay, that does that, which is what I want. Shadow pork chop. Let's see here. Zip! Reach. Need to double check. How far to the side do I need to go? Okay. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3, 4. That's the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This is corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Temporarily light up the tunnel. Completely understandable in my humble opinion. Wait a minute, what was that? Is that suspicious gravel? That might be suspicious gravel. I can't be sure, though. Okay, so this will ensure everything gets pushed in one direction. Towards this block right here. Okay. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, how far beyond the boundary did I set up that spot for the stuff to go up? 1, 2. Okay. So let's check that again. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2. Should be up here. Got it right! Going up. Hey, Cassie! Been a while. How you doing? Doing good? I hope so. I hope you're doing better, Cassie, than other times. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. Or night, if it's nighttime for you. Or if not, then hey. Hope the stream makes your day or night a little bit better. There we go. Alright, so once they hit this spot, they'll get a little more speed. They'll start pushing each other into the bubble column, hopefully. And with where we position this, they should all... The, skeletons, I mean. They should all be taken care of. They should all end up out of the range for spawning. What's up, Ellison? Another chicken jockey? Well, while you set that chicken jockey free, I have to actually go take care of getting a refresh on my water real quick. So I will be right back, my friends. I'll be right back. Yes, here I go. I am back. Cassie, I just saw where you posted. I'm sorry about your grandma's cat, but I am very glad to hear that my streams make your day better. I truly am glad to hear that. And in that case, I hope you keep coming back to the channel whenever you get the time. And I hope that you know that I am glad to have you be a viewer of the channel. Alright, so, with this setup, we should be able to get a ton of skeletons in here. Now, I am going to do something different for this kill chamber. I'm going to do a couple of things different. One of the main things I want to do here is I want to make it so that this thing can be equipped with a variation on the Trident Killer. If you don't know what a Trident Killer is, it's a mechanism in Minecraft, a simple redstone mechanism that you can use to make a grinder like this be completely passive. Now, depending on how the farm is built, you can make it with different setups, but the core is always a piston. The core component is a piston into which you send some level of power. So in this case, the power is going to be this observer watching another observer, which will cause the two to trigger each other in a cycle that will make it so this piston, unless it is kept locked, extended, continuously go back and forth, out, in, out, which we can use to throw a trident at the piston and have it be constantly getting triggered to hit anything that gets caught in this space right here. If that didn't make a whole lot of sense, don't worry. Demonstration is at hand. We are going to test this to make sure that it's all working as intended. Nice! Building a city? That's fun. That's fun. Well, I'm glad to hear that you are enjoying Minecraft still. That's a good thing. Couple of things we need to set up here. Oh, I've got the hoppers right here. Hoppers need a rail. Do I have any rails in here? No. Okay, so I do need a rail. Okay, get down here. Place that. Put that there. Put that on it. Break the rail. Did that go where... I don't think that went the way I wanted it to. Whoops. Easy solution. Chest. Have them both be feeding into a chest. Alright, so what I've just done here is make it so that we can have items get shoved to the side here, and they'll be picked up by the, Alright, Ellison, you have fun with that. When the skeletons fall down here and are killed off by the trident killer, if any items go over here, they will get picked up. If any items... And yet, with this gap here, we will be able to collect the XP building up in this chamber. We'll just have to stand over here to do it. That is going to be the one thing. We will have to stand over here to get the XP. So, do I still have... Yes, I do. Good. So, we can activate the machine, can toss the trident in there, activate the machine, it will use the trident to kill the skeletons. Oh shoot, it is a thunderstorm. I need to go back to the house. I need to get back to my house, I need to get back to the house and go to sleep. I do not like thunderstorms. I do not like them. Anyway, so Piston uses Trident to kill the skeletons. Hopper minecart and Hopper collect the items. The gap at the stone slab makes it so that all the XP can flow out to where I will be standing in the space within the spawner activation range, making it so more skeletons keep spawning in. All of this together will ensure that we get a continuous supply of skeletons at a steady pace that the Trident Killer can then break down, giving us bones, bows, and other stuff, while also feeding me the XP, so that I can repair my tools and armor and such. Anything I get that has mending on it will be able to be repaired by the XP being dumped by the machine. And with one small addition, I can make an expansive storage under the machine. It is a pretty solid build back there at the house itself. Thank you for saying that, Cassie. I don't know when playing with me will be possible again, possibly in the not-too-distant future, but I can't give you, like, a time frame. unfortunately. I can't give you, like, a statement of, oh, I'll be able to do that kind of stuff again on this day. Unfortunately, I cannot do that. I don't know when I will be available to do that kind of stuff again. Do I want to? Yes. Can I do that? No. I cannot give a set date or a set time frame. But I can assure you that eventually, a lot of you guys, if not all of you guys, will be able to play Minecraft with me again for sure. And just ask you to have a little patience. Life is chaotic, and unfortunately, real life has to come first. Alright, let's see here. I have that. I need sticky piston. And a block of glass. There it is. Okay, put that there. That there. Actually, no, that's the wrong spot for that. Hang on. That goes there. That goes on it. It extends, grabs the glass, and now the glass can be moved if I want to just stand here and whack the skeletons. Assuming that they get stuck on top of the piston, which is what will most likely happen. But most of the time I'll just sit here and let the machine do all the work. Alright, now, this is the part that's going to be interesting. Chests. Doop doop. Gonna set it up so that got kind of a mix of chests here.